All right, so today I'm going to talk to you guys about TEKS 6B, which says to analyze the impact of significant individuals such as Henry Ford, Marcus Garvey, and Charles A. Lindbergh. Okay, so first off, Henry Ford, this is someone that we're quite familiar with because most people know about Ford pickup trucks. Henry Ford, a lot of people think that he was the inventor of the very first car, but he wasn't. Basically, cars had been invented for years before him, but these were, like, the first gas-powered car was invented in 1885 by Benz, but it was a really expensive car. And so Ford is famous more for creating in 1913 the first affordable car so that the everyday people could finally afford a car. He's also famous for the invention of the assembly line with the creation of his automobiles. Next up, Marcus Garvey. He was a publisher, journalist, and Black nationalist and founder of the Universal Negro Improvement Association and African Communities League. He basically was a Black nationalist, and he wanted to unite all Black people that had been dispersed out of Africa and form this Black nation. He came to America for a little while before he was eventually arrested and kicked out because his ideals were so extreme, even to some very famous Black leaders in America that were big with the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. He was just a little bit too radical for them. And then finally, Charles Lindbergh. He was famous for the first solo flight across the Atlantic Ocean. And if you're interested, this is like a little sidebar about him. He had his baby was basically kidnapped out of his home, and they later found the baby dead in the woods. And there is some speculation about whether or not Charles Lindbergh actually had his baby killed. So if you're interested in that, that's a little sidebar of history. So you can look into that on your own.